Yokoso and welcome. We're here. The office lady survived her shift. To the dismay of many, I live another day. And honestly, I'm one of the many who were in dismay. I'm kind of two-timing you right now, in the regard that I'm uploading the stream VOD, because I forgot to do that one for the last one. So I'm doing that real quick. So you might hear some audio from me, because now I gotta get the thumbnail for it. There we go. Let's skip to like right here. Let's see. Thumbnail acquired. Close this. Go to compress png.org. Well, actually, it's .com. I'm sure, though, that exists in .org form. If not, that's okay. Oh, what happened to the game? Bugging out. Oh yeah, see, the game's completely bugging out now as far as... There we go. What? Okay, cool. I got just like... Let me see. Okay, that finished compressing. Delete. Open. Toss right here. Close that. Open this. Goodbye, Arash. Now I gotta get a link to the... My computer lagging? Weird. Okay. Put in the tags. No altered content. Fate. Grand order. FGO. Live. Stream. Twitch. VOD. TheSelleri. Lancelot. Recording date was yesterday. No embedding. Don't allow remixing. Put in the game. Categories Fate Grand Order. Next. Public video. Publish. Just like Captain. Just like Captain. Just like Captain. Ah, consarn it. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. That mosquito bite that I mentioned casually yesterday, it's itching something fierce today. It really didn't start itching until after I showered. Now it feels like a mosquito bite. Before it was just like a weird part of my leg, you know, like, oh, whatever. But now it's like, nah, this is a mosquito bite. Now this is a mosquito bite. Hit him with that new soup or the Mario Brothers. Does anyone care to hear about my day at work today? Because it wasn't that eventful. I had more troubles like getting to work I almost got into an accident, and it would have been completely my fault, honestly. So yeah, that happened. Effectively, if you're wondering what happened, so be me, forget phone charger, and I'm afraid my phone's gonna die, and I don't really know the way home, so I'm like, okay, I guess I just can't have my phone unlocked the entire drive. And for some reason, my phone loses GPS signal whenever I'm going. And let me rephrase that: whenever I'm going and I have the screen locked. So anyway, I'm like, well, I'll just check every 15 or 20 minutes or so and just make sure I'm still going the right way. And I did that, mind you. And at some point I missed a turn because I had to go down this weird street. And I was like, man, these are some narrow streets, I'll tell you that much. And there was like this area where you could park, you know, like right outside this restaurant. And bro just stops in the middle, just like stops right there. Doesn't really even pull over to the side, just stops. And I'm like, okay, well, I gotta get around you. So I went to go do that, and I didn't realize there was someone coming behind me. And I just hear the sound of like a car slamming on the brakes, and I hear it like skirt as it's like stopping barely, just not hitting me. And then I'm like, I wasn't paying attention. I am a villain. So then I had to drive the last 10 minutes to work, and I was just like thinking the entire time, like, man, is it really worth it? Is this really worth it? The answer is probably no. Future Funk beat. But yeah, that was that. The actual workday was nothing but HR stuff and slideshows, and me just trying not to fall asleep. And you know what? I only fell asleep a few times, so I think I did a pretty good job. Yeah, I don't know what else you want to hear from me. Aside, I'm sorry. You lived? And you're hurting Johanna? It's a no crit. Oh, goodness, Lancelot, you've taken a mean hit. Hit him with that Ereberu Ichi. Stato. Explodes. Hey, Zeri-san. Oh, something else since we're speaking about the woes and troubles of today. The place that I work at is quite large. It is a really big call center. So this is a really big internet company that I work for, like one of the titans of this hemisphere. And apparently the site that I work at is the biggest one size-wise out of all the other ones. And yeah, you can definitely tell. But yeah, I got lost at one point and I had to like do a loop-de-loop and turn. And because of that, I was like, okay, I'm not going to do anything else today. I'm just going to stay over in this area. It's like, I'll deal with getting lost again tomorrow. So because of that, I was quite dehydrated to my detriment. I drank much less water than I would have liked. Quite parched, as the kids would say. Someone said something really transphobic today at work. So they were telling us that, you know, you can use whatever restroom you identify at and it's alright. And this lady was like, that's allowed here, like disgusted. And it's like, that's not, and, you know, went on a spiel about that. And then some guy agrees, like, yeah, I agree with her. And then it's like, okay, well, you guys are unfun and evil. But then, like, they were just like talking about something and someone mentioned aliens in like a funny way, like, you know, talking about aliens, and then that same guy who said that this was a problem said that they didn't believe in aliens. So it's like, first of all, you're transphobic, and second, you don't believe in aliens. It's like you're just not a fun person. Like, how did you end up this way? That's just how some people are. Yeah, but like, I don't know. It's like, why do you choose to be lame? That's all I have to say. The universe is a big place, both on Earth and above Earth. And you're telling me that you're just like double losing? You're telling me you're just ugly? Just through and through? For what purpose do you draw air on this planet? Just to be unfun? I know I said yesterday that this was the last time I was going to do this event. I probably even said I was going to play Pokemon Pearl today. But look at how far I've fallen. I just had full AP, and that was going to take some time to clear. So I was like, well, might as well just stream this game. Listen, it was beyond my control. I couldn't get F-Go on my phone before I had to go to work. So I couldn't clear any AP while at work. You gotta understand. I wanna be walking around the streets of the Hoenn region, listening to that one song from the anime, that one outro that's like, Ishoni step, hop, skip, jump. What is that song called? It's Dawn's theme is what it like literally is, but that's just the vocal version. I thought I had it downloaded to my phone, but clearly not. Watch, I can find it easily because I have it. I think it's called like Hikari no Tema. Right, it's in this playlist that I have right here. Yeah, Kimi no Soba de Hikari no Tema. Where can I illegally download this? Kimi no Soba de is like by your side, isn't it? That's like what that literally means. You know this, nephew. Why is my computer lagging? Man, did I download an evil program again? Do I have a virus? Virus og trusselbeskyttelse. I need you to do a quick scan real quick. Or maybe my computer didn't like being left on all day, and it's just going really slow because of that. I hope that's the reason. Yeah, there's something making it lag. This is like that one time when I had that virus and it was just super laggy. What is it called? Oppgavebehandler? Yep. Holy smoke. What's using all my GPU? OBS? Again, OBS? I thought we were through with this. What's got you acting a fool? Oh, then I'm all okay. Well, it could be that I'm uploading a YouTube video and have a. Okay, that's definitely up. That's what it is. Okay, well, my YouTube video's been uploaded, so I'm going to close this tab now on the VOD channel. And OBS is using 70% of my What are you doing, OBS? I thought we were through with these issues. I thought we settled this the last time. Microsoft finner antivirus skannet den enheten. Ingen nye trusler ble oppdaget. Ok, klokka 22:53:54 den 4 mai 2025. Well, thanks for checking. Innstillingen for blokkering av potensielt usøkende apper er deaktivert. Enheten kan bli sårbar. Okay, we'll activate that, I guess. Now try again. I know you just ran an antivirus check, but check again. I don't even remember how I fixed this last time, because I was having those problems with that virus anyway and had to factory reset my computer. So it's not like I can even brain blast and be like, oh yes, this is the issue that was plaguing my OBS. Because I just like went all in whole hog. Whole hog, as they say. Take him out. I want to eat a donut. Ha, joke's on you, I actually ate a donut like an hour ago. So, get owned. And then the cat, she went to jump on the table and just jumped on the donuts and tore 2 of them up. Just landed on 2 of them and just claws scraped them all up. It's like, really? The donuts? You couldn't have done that to anything else? You had to destroy 2 donuts? Man, that sucked. Like, actually, of all the things to mess up, she chose the 2 donuts. It's just like that video where that guy yells, "Don't vape on the pizza!" You know that one Vine, that old one? I guess all Vines are old at this point, but it's that, I guess I should say classic. That classic Vine where the guy says, let's see. Microsoft Defender antivirus skannet enheten din klokka 22 56 34 den 4 maj 2025. Ingen nya trusler ble oppdaget. Well, thanks for checking a second time, I guess. This is an interesting album. Not because it's good, but just I'm surprised to hear what I'm hearing. I don't quite feel incredibly tired, but I don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. The last time I had a job where I had to drive a far away, when I had that job last year in the same city, like I felt horrible every time I came home, like I had just actively died. But I don't feel terrible today. I think that's a good thing. Maybe that's a good sign, you know? Maybe I'm not gonna just feel terrible every day. That was like half the reason why I didn't like having that job. It was okay when I lost it, was because every day that I came home I felt genuinely horrendous, like I had aged 50 years per second and was actively aging 50 years per second. You gotta take these small W's when you can, you know? You gotta be in the know to know, you know? I have zero desire to play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. They should just make a new game with Toon Link. Everyone likes Toon Link. No bias, no bias. Everyone likes Toon Link. According to this fan survey that I took at the Toon Link convention, at the We Love Toon Link gathering. Unbiased, unbiased. You already know, I'm all about that fair journalism, baby. Unbiased journalism. Yeah, see, you get it. Hans in the chat. That must mean that you're onto something. And by you're onto something, I mean I'm onto something. My computer is really lagging out. I don't know why it's doing this. It hasn't done this in so long. I thought we were over this arc of me having like a million GPU. Clearly, you don't own an air fryer. I meant to cook this morning, but I kind of let time slip away. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll make a sandwich. And there was nothing to make a sandwich with. And I was like, okay. I guess I'll just take some crackers to lunch. And I did exactly that. And then I blew up. There was no jelly for the peanut butter. You think I'm going to have just peanut butter and bread? I mean, I eat that for breakfast all the time. But, like, I'm not going to eat that for anything except for a breakfast. Peanut butter on bread, I think, is elite breakfast. But peanut butter on bread for any other meal or anything else other than just breakfast, I think is just not good. Just straight up, just unfun eating. Because honestly, eating peanut butter is already not that fun. At least if if it's just peanut butter, and maybe if it's just a little bit, it's okay. But I feel like having peanut butter on bread, like an open face, just a single slice of bread, just put peanut butter on it. You gotta have, I don't know, something that's not water to wash it down. Which that's already a big L if you ask me. But what else is an L? Is, I guess, living life in general, huh? We live to lose and lose to live. Bro thinks this is Smash Melee. It was kind of cold getting to the car. I bet you're thinking, huh? Well, it's been not that warm yet. And then it was raining. Well, actually, it was between raining. Like when I got into the car and immediately when I started driving out of the parking lot, it started raining. So it was just kind of uncomfortably cold. It wasn't cold enough to really wear a jacket because you get sweaty. But it was cold enough to where you were like, man, I wish it was colder so I could wear a jacket. Which has been happening to me a lot lately. Where I'm just like, man, I wish it was just slightly colder to justify wearing a jacket. And then I blow up. Princess Peach from the Mario Brothers. Isn't there a game called Kirby's Epic Yarn? Wasn't it for the Wii? Or is it for the Wii U? Oh, it's for the 3DS. And also it looks like the Wii and the Wii U. I'd definitely buy the 3DS version. We can play that one day. As the resident Kirby head. Listen, I personally liked Kirby best when he was on the DS. And I guess also on... You know, I guess that was it. Like, Kirby Squeak Squad was a lot of fun. And any other Kirby game I didn't just mention by name that was on the DS. It was peak Kirby, I felt like, 'cause that was before we became CG. It was like when Kirby looked his best. Like, pre-3D Kirby and just peak 2D Kirby. I never finished Epic Mass. That was one I never finished. But you know what? Hey! Came through with a raid. Hello, how do you do? I don't know why nothing popped up, but howdy. Don't worry, I'll play it for you. I don't, again, know why I didn't play. I thought we fixed this the last time, Streamlabs. I thought we went over this already, and I taught you a lesson you weren't soon going to forget. But, hey, whatever. Hello, Fox for a son. How do? I'm doing swell. I'm glad to see you're here. You haven't exploded into space yet. Here you go. We'll play the raid alert, since it didn't play on its own for some reason. Oh, that didn't even work. Well, shrug emoji, I'm doing my best. We love you, even if it didn't show the alert for it. Thank you for coming through. It's true, NA server will be getting that this year. If you're a real smelly individual, you know, you already have it on JP. And if you're an even smellier individual, you play both servers. Aw man, I wasn't paying attention. I used that. I wasn't supposed to use that yet. Oh well. It is what it is. But yeah, you know, today was my first day of becoming an office lady. First day at work. I've kind of already talked about that, you know, here and there, everywhere, but, you know, shrug emoji. Talk about it again. That's the most interesting thing I've got going on. Which sucks to say, huh? Most interesting thing I got going on is going to work. Proud of me. Oh, not the falling into the capitalism. It's good to have a job, a rabbit hole of evil. Oh, but I mean, it can't be helped, I guess. If you want bread, you have to work in the shed. And in my case, the shed is customer service. And you said you started playing at Anniversary 9, so you missed the Lancelot costume. Yeah, I mean, I'd just bury myself at that point, dog. I'd just, like, get a shovel and go underground. What made you decide to start playing JP so late in the game? Well, I mean, when I say that, it sounds mean, but you know what I mean. I don't mean like so late in the game as in, the game lifespan, die. I mean, like, what made you want to start playing now? Did you, like, just start playing the game? Or, like, you just been NA only forever? And then you said today is your 1 year streaming anniversary. Well, that's great to hear. You know, you've been at it a whole year. You've made it one rotation around the sun and didn't hang up the cowl. you didn't have a Spider-Man no more moment where you left your costume in the trash can and walked away in the alley? What if when Spider-Man did that, he was just walking down the alley butt naked? Like, you know, when he put his costume in the trash can for that cover. What if he just like walked away and then just like wait, are you naked? And he's like, you don't understand. I'm having a rough one. I've given up on. And like, no, see, like, it's like, it's okay that you're having a bad day, but like, you didn't have to get naked. I mean, I was like, whatever. I think that'd be really funny. Do you still play both servers there? Karurinta-san? Or did you completely give up then on one or the other? Or like, are you going completely insano mode and you're just gonna double server it up? Doing his Roland impression. As one should. That's the only rational thing to do when you're giving up on your superhero persona. When you're having the worst day of your life and you're just like, man, I can't balance being a superhero and also having loved ones in a social life. I guess I'll just leave my costume in the alley and walk away naked. Oh, so you're pretty much then caught up then. I thought you were maybe still suffering. You're doing pretty good if you only started playing like last year. If you're already on AUK 4. No other way to go about it. That's what I'm saying. We all do know the cover I'm referencing, right? It's that one panel and Peter Parker's just like walking away and then his costume's just in the trash can. Because even if you do know what I'm talking about, I'm going to show you because I die, I guess. I believe it's this one. Yeah, right here. I guess we're going to check it out on eBay because this person has a $1,995. Anyway, it's this panel here where he's like walking away. This is just such a bad idea because like, what if like Joe Schmo sees some guy throw away a Spider-Man costume? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, this just seems like I mean, it's really cool looking, but it's just such a bad idea. Whatever. I don't make the rules. See, the reason that I think it's a bad idea is why I'm not Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just shows why I'm not the wall crawler, as I clearly lack the drive and initiative to think to just throw away my costume in an alleyway and walk away dramatically. Like, burn it, or just like put it in with the rest of the normal garbage. Meh, shrug emoji. That's crazy that the alerts aren't working again. Like, I thought we fixed it because the ones for follows have been working. I don't know why now it's the raid one that's not. If it's not one thing, it's the other thing, I guess. Let's see. So I'm going to now play it. Okay, see, this works. I'm appalled. Well, whatever. I'm not going to do that fix again because that took forever. The way to fix it last time, I had to clear all of my alerts and just add them all back again. And I mean, sure, it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but that took like a good 30 minutes to an hour. Like, do I look like someone who has 30 minutes to an hour? The answer is yes. But do I want to spend 30 minutes to an hour redoing all that? Honestly, no. I really don't. Opposed to popular opinion. I like to waste my time in other ways. I see. I mean, I get that. You spend money when you want to spend money, and then sometimes you just get owned. I've been playing JP5 ever, and I never spent money on it until the most recent. Well, no, it was during the Christmas event when Hokusai and both Lancelot were on the same banner. That was the first time in what I started playing JP on the second anniversary. So the first time in like, at that point it was 7 years of playing this server that I actually spent money on it. Was it worth it? Yeah, I think so. Let's check this out. Finally, Lancelot is fully maxed out. All the pin skills, baby. This is it. This is it. So yeah, I mean, that was worth the bread I had to drop. Call me Hansel and Gretel because I was leaving breadcrumbs. Thank you for the good wishes. And to answer your question about a Hokusai fan, yes and no. Is he fully food? Yes, indeedy. I'll show you in a second so that you know you can take my actual, not just my word, but my visuals. But yeah, just completely maxed out. It kind of sucks because now I really can't find excuses to use Lancelot. I know that sounds funny, but like it's the truth. It kind of really sucks that he's now fully maxed out like this. Oh, but to answer the Hokusai question, yes. Funny story, I used to just play NA. I've been playing NA since that server started in 2017. And then I started playing it at the end of 2017. And then Hokusai was, announced as like the anniversary servant. So then I bought a Quartz account when Quartz accounts were cheap. And I got it for like $8. And yeah, I spent like a bunch of Quartz. And I did not get one copy of Hokusai. Instead, I got NP4 Lancelot. And that was the beginning of the dream. And then eventually I did end up getting Hokusai. But I had to grind a bunch of story and everything. But anyway, yeah. NP5 Kage-Kyo-chan. Indeed. She's actually, though, believe it or not, NP6 so that I can have her max pin skills too. You still use her for stuff? Yeah. Anytime that I can. Like I use Lancelot for a few times in Oc 4. I mean, if you know, you know. You know why I'd want to use Lancelot for Oc 4. So he was there for this, that, and the third. But I miss the days of when I used to take him for everything. You went MP5 Kage-Kyo-chan at some point. She was actually the easiest servant for me to NP5. When she first came out on JP, I had gotten her twice in 2 separate roles, like just a few times apart from each other. She's unfortunately really fond of me. Fortunately, unfortunately, I mean, I like Kage-Kyo-chan as much as the next guy, but I kind of wish that maybe it was a different servant who was super fond of me. It's like if she exists, I tend to roll her. Same thing with Dioscuri and the 5-star Sakamoto Ryoma. Like those servants really, if they are on a banner, I will roll them. And sometimes even if they're not on rate up with Dioscuri, I just happen to roll them. And it's terrible. Bond. Yeah, see, I get you. Bond be scorned. You're gonna do what you want to do, when you want to do it, and how you want to do it. That's pretty real. So yeah, we have, let's see. I'm showing you the proof is in the pudding with Lancelot being fully food. See, 2K, 2K. That's how we play. I haven't done anything with Kage-Kyo-chan, really, but Ushi on this server, I believe she's, yeah, fully food in level 90. It's probably the furthest I'm gonna get her on JP. We were just on NA, but we'll go back over to it. NP7. Holy schmoly. But just think of all the burgers you'll get on Valentine's Day. I've recently gotten Vlad on both servers. I have Vlad, like Berserker, or Vlad Morbius as people like to call him. I have him in P2. Oh wait, you said Vlad Zerker? I didn't read the Berserker part. I assumed you said Vlad Lancer. My fault, OG. I didn't realize that you were actually like getting like high level. Oh yeah, see, my Ushi on NA though is level 120. That's what I was coming to show. Not fully food, so don't look too closely at that. But yeah, she's level 120. Worst decision I've ever made. Well, anyway. Level 90. I think that's a good level for her to stay. Why is it the worst decision I've ever made? Because I kind of wish I would have used those grails on any other... This is the wrong server. I would have used those grails on, honestly... Oh my goodness! On... Get out of here. On any other servant. Because, like... I don't know! Like... I would rather have Percival. Or, like... Nezha even. Like, I have a lot of other servants that I'd rather have level even 90. But I just had a lot of EXP and was at max QP and just wanted to get rid of it, and that was the first thing I could think to do. I was like, well, I guess this is a good way to burn some money and resources. I never recovered. I also, going back to NA, since we're just flexing now, let's see, we'll go to my support list real quick. I also have, I have that one CE on of her. The works, Local Ushiwakamaru hater. Got the CE. See, personally, I more like Caligula. And I like this CE of him a lot more. Level 150 Ushiwakamaru. I mean, in theory, you could pull that off. Level 120 and just level another one to level 30. You can do like those one people do that you see on Twitter, where they will have a servant they like a lot, and then they'll just have like a level 120, level 118, level 116, level 114. You know what I mean? Just going down by all the increments. I've seen people like that. A lot of people like that, actually. It usually is with servants like Ushiwakamaru for some reason. I mean, she's an enjoyable lass. She's been around since the beginning. A blast of the past. Level 120 Matahari. See, now that's real. That's just real. Ooh, that's the end of the album. I kind of felt like that was the case. Like, it's been going on for a while. Let's see. Next up is... Oh, I think this is a breakcore album. Didn't I listen to this already? You know this, nephew. Well, let's play it and see. I'm not sorry for the breakcore you're about to hear. You are going to be frightened and scared. Hang on, I'm doing some mental math. Yeah. It's like one day someone will level 100. Well, luckily there's someone on my support list on JP that has her 120. So there's a bunch of real people out there. I can't remember. I know we listened to one album by this group. Oh well. I'm counting on you, Ashia Dolman. I don't remember if it was this one. No, we listened to Finite Daydream yesterday. That was the one we listened to. I don't know what this is. That's pretty funny. He's like, yeah, man, I don't know what this is, but we're listening to it. Rocks for Grail Fronts. Honestly, you know who does? Lancelot. I think he's fun to take for those. It's like sending a highly trained operative into a kindergarten is what it feels like a lot of the times. Because like enemies that he has to go against is just like, yeah, just one big strong guy. And then I just give him a CE that has starting 50% bond, or not bond, like NP. And then he just like slices them in half. And then they blow up. I swear I heard this album. The viewers at home currently holding their heads in pain as they listen to the sounds of breakcore. This isn't even really breakcore. Oh, speaking of pain, for some reason there was Salad Fingers? Someone was watching that at work, and not even just like on their phone, but like they were giving us a tour of the building, and in the gym, just on the TV in the gym was the Salad Fingers. And like no one seemed to be bothered by it. I saw it and I was like, what the? Like, it just took me back. Like, just to see that in the real world, in modern day, in, like, current year. Okay, maybe if this was, like, I don't know, 13 years ago, it would have been like, oh, wait, yeah, we listened to this. I remember this song, Flight Plan and No Panties. We listened to this album yesterday. Why are you making me re-listen to it, nephew? Why would you do this to me? Let's listen to that one song, though, of it. That was pretty cool. It's not this one. Or this one. Oh, I guess it was this one. I don't want to listen to it anymore. Well, GG. Back to the next one we're listening to is called Redere con Pi. Huh? Redere con Pi. Oh, it's this one. Well, GG. Get ready for some real ear damage. And you say you saw that I finished Awk 4. I did, yeah. I'm telling you, I only use my abilities for evil. I.e., I only actually force myself to sit down and read Japanese if Lancelot's in the event. It's just... I mean, I don't know. That's what happened during the Christmas event. It was like my normal, like, low-level to mid-level fiend abilities increased to, like, archfiend, archdemon. Once I found out that Lancelot was in the event, and all of a sudden I was able to fluently read Japanese. It's like, yeah, it's like, not a problem. But most of the time I'm like, can't be bothered. And this was a can't be bothered event until the end, really. But don't worry, I consume the story through fan translations. It's just most of the time I don't feel like waiting for them. I also wanted to finish this before I had to start going to work. That was my biggest thing, really. That sound right there is kind of annoying. That like, this is a pretty good track, but that damage sound effect, not great. Enjoy it on NA in 2 years. Well, I mean, whatever floats your boat, I guess. You know that one thing that Proto Man said, and he's like, "Hey man, whatever turns you on." That's all I gotta say, really. If you think I'm messing around, I'm talking about this. I'm not muting the music either, so have fun.
Whatever turns you on, Wiley.
There you go. Let me turn it up for you.
Whatever turns you on, Wiley.
Why did he say that? Proto Man's a freak. Or maybe just a really supportive friend. Owning Wily. Epic style, is what you're saying. Oh yeah, you're right, huh? They are casters. I like to think of them as good as dead. I don't want to hear that. Noon. Ignite was the name of that song. What's this one? Okay, I'm not liking this album so far. It's really letting me down. It had a fancy looking cover. That one might not be bad. Out of AP, it's so over for me. That audio effect makes me want to hurl. I can do this. I can do this. Let's see. Let's grab some of these bad boys. Yeah. Is this the furthest I could have gone? There was your favorite when I was in the... Oh, what? MASH? MASH is your beloved? Then I'm sure you like Arc 4. Me when I like a main character in a series and you just have like a plate full of food. Holy schmoly, I have not been claiming these. Yeah, I mean, I kind of gave up on finishing the shop just because I don't really have that much left in here that I feel like I am in dire, absolute, just disgusting need of. And I've also just kind of lost the will to go on. I didn't get that far here either, if you were wondering. I had a 26. Listen, this event, it smells funny. I don't want to deal with it. It's not for a fair maiden like myself. Well, what happens now, Horatio? Do I hit the sack and go to bed, or do I want to keep streaming? I had this horrible realization that I have to go to work tomorrow. You know, it's not like work's just one thing. It's not just for one day. Unfortunately, you go for the rest of your able-bodied life and then you die. So, I mean, I might as well hit the sack so I can wake up and feel not terrible. But alternatively, it's like I could also just keep playing video games and then I die. You know, I just like stay up for the next 95 hours and then like I fall asleep while doing something and then, you know, just get like crushed in the process. Like, hey, we're hoisting up a grand piano right now. We need your help. And I'll be like, gotcha. I gotcha. And then I fall asleep with a rope in my hand and get like thrown in the air and then I explode like a firework. Kind of like a member of Team Rocket, but instead of just twinkling in the sky, just explode in the sky. And then you said you might have enough to buy the shop a few times over. I'm telling you, I just wasn't feeling motivated this event. Truly one of those, I'm not going to deal with it moments. I'm saving all of my effort and care in the world for when the summer event comes to this server. Then I'll have a care in the world, but for now, no care in the world. Who's this? Gudako Gaming? What? Cringe die. That does remind me though, now that everyone and their mother has Nobu, I guess I don't have to have mine on the support list anymore. I'll put Napoleon instead. Level 9. See, but then I feel like I don't want to take Nobu off. But, you know, I don't know, man. Now that everyone and their grandma has her, now that she's free and didn't have to play the game to get her for free, it's kind of like, I mean, no one needs to borrow mine anymore. I kind of just had her there because people always talked about how they like Nobu. They wish they were playing the game when she came out. And I'm like, don't worry, I got you. So then I put her on my support list. And then now it's kind of like I just explained, and I don't really need to say it again. Yeah, but I don't know, Grandpa. I don't know. Well, this isn't about that. Get away from me. You started right after the Gouda Gouda event, and then they beat you to death. That'll happen. Shaking my head. I guess this is, yeah, we're all, unfortunately, I think I'm going to head out here. In theory, I can stay up one more hour before I'm absolutely pushing when I need to get up, and I'm going to make myself have a miserable day tomorrow. So maybe, just maybe, I just call it quits before I get to that, and just, you know, it's done, and what's done is done, shrug emoji. You always had Nobu and Okita from the start. That's pretty cool. During her first raid up, I rolled for her and didn't get her. And then I just never tried again because I didn't care. Like, I was like, you know, try again. And then I just never did. Well, let's see. Is there anyone out and about catching trout that we can maybe raid? You know, you don't have to stop rocking on my account. You know what I mean? And you know what? If you do enjoy rocking with me on this account, and I don't mean account as in like the Twitch account, I mean like being held accountable accountant, you can say hi and come on by. we're always here every day in which we play, except when we don't. We have a Discord. If you want to come out to the Discord, you can check out that cord. Check it out, this cord here. Although I do, you know, it's like the barrier to entry. You know, you gotta jump at least this high to get into the secret warp pipe. That is like a thing I usually ask that you do follow before you do this cord, so I know that you're not gonna do something evil. But you know, at the same time, it can't stop you, can't start you, can't do whatever to you. But yeah, we have this cord. If you want to check out this cord, we'll go ahead and raid someone. Is anyone playing No More Heroes? That's usually, if someone's playing that game, we'll raid them. But like,
You startled us.
What are you doing to my celery?
hey, thanks for the follow, friendo. You can't see it, but I'm making a heart with my hand. Say heart you, yes you for coming through. And like I said, if you want to come through to the Discord, you always can too. No one's playing No More Heroes? What's happened to society? What about Pokemon Pearl? Because that's the game we were supposed to play today, was Pokemon Pearl. But, you know, instead, I played this. Because I'm an insane person and I have a modded 3DS that has a capture card in it. But instead we played this game. I don't see anyone there either. We'll go raid Tatsunoko. They're playing some retro game. We love Tatsunoko. I haven't watched one of their streams in a long time. But hey, we'll go say hi to them. Here you go. If you want to go and say hi, yo, don't stop rocking on my account. But you know what? You can't see it, but I'm making a heart with my hands because I heart you all for coming through. Thank you, raiders and all. Phosphorus, thanks for the raid. I gotta go to bed so I can be an office lady in the morning tomorrow. So yeah, while you couldn't see my hand heart, you can heart this hand here triple time over. I'll see you later, alligators, and after a while, you crocodiles.